Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back.
Hello, hello.
So I hope that you were able to connect. I know it's brief and it's short. We have a lot to go through today, and we'll have also another breakout later. So, what's in for today? First, I want to welcome you all to this community of freelancers and founders. And really, the whole purpose of it is to help each other make more money and help our businesses grow. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly, and I'm going to walk you through the different things that you can find and expect and where to find them. We have a school community, which is the place where we all group up. We can present yourself. So if you're not there, I'll make sure to share the link of it in the chat. And here we're going to have also the recording of this meeting with all the tools and all the links of everybody who is in this meeting, because I'll ask you after that to share your LinkedIn so we can just all find the information here. And what else? So here in the community, you will find on top pinned the welcome to the freelancers and founders post, and you can just leave as a comment under your presentation. So it's at one place and you can easily find also all the members. And in the calendar section, you can see all the events that we're organizing. So there will be another workshop like this one 2 weeks from now, in-person events in Valencia. And we're working on also opening in new locations. And then we're gonna share also some new things that we're going to start next year, like some of the courses that you will be able soon to find here in the community. In the members list, you can see all the members, of course. In the map as well, which I really like, is you can see where is everybody based. So if you travel around, you can make sure to drop them a message and go meet them as well. And pretty much that's it about the community. So if you're not in it, feel free to join. It is a very good place to connect and network, and in a more structured way than just a WhatsApp chat, of course. So this is just briefly about the community and where we host all the recordings, all the links and everything. Now, next in our agenda is a short presentation. So every week, every 2 weeks when we have the meetings, we give space for a 5 minutes presentation of one of the members. And today I am gonna give the microphone to Maite. So Maite, you can present yourself, what you're doing, how you can help the community, and you have 5 minutes for it. You're on mute. Let's try again.
Are you seeing my screen, the
Yes,
share
we
screen?
see and we
Yes.
hear you well.
Perfect, perfect. So, hi everyone. My name is Maite. I'm from Valencia and I'm currently based in Valencia. I'm an international business consultant, and what I do is basically connect companies and high-income expats with legal and tax advisors, be it in Spain or in other countries, mainly in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. Yes, but being that we are here today and mostly people are based in Valencia or in Spain, somewhere in Spain, at least for now in this community, I'm gonna talk to you about what the services we offer here in Spain. Yes, to offer these legal, financial, and operational needs. So here we have our services. What do they include? They provide essential legal, tax, business, and mobility support. It's tailored for freelancers and founders, which is what we find in this community, that are operating in a global environment. Yes, so that means that maybe you are in Spain and you are a tax resident in Spain and you need to present your taxes here, but maybe you have an LLC in the US, or maybe you have 17 different countries in different parts of the world, which is a real example of a client that we have and that wants to structure in the UAE for tax reasons and for operational reasons as well, right? So we help with all that, right? So let's see. We all know the legal complexity in global operations. So we can have that, especially in Spain, where it can be a bit bureaucratic. I can assure that in the UAE, for example, everything is very smooth. But here in Spain, you can find that the bureaucratic issue plus the language. So we are a team of professionals that speak in English and other languages as well. For example, French, Italian, and Portuguese. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, the bureaucracy. And so, we alleviate these administrative burdens, right, to empower you. so that you can concentrate in your activity. So work and live in Spain legally and smoothly, because a lot of times not even Spanish people or the Spanish professionals that deal with these issues know all that they have to do. So we help you with diverse visa options that are available for you and your partners. We do seamless work authorization process, comprehensive paperwork support, perfect for global mobility as well. And we support for remote global teams that are not here in Spain, or that they have different needs, right? So we help this. It can be, again, in Spain or in any other country, basically, but company setup. We guide you in the process before and after, because sometimes you think that you know what you want and it's not really what's most convenient for you. For example, I've had clients asking me to open a company in Dubai, and after having a session with me, they have saved more than 10,000 euros because it was not a good solution for them. They had other options that were suitable for them in the phase that they are at right now. So we do tailored structure selection advice, comprehensive accounting services as well, compliance with local regulations, legal document drafting, and also support with this business restructuring. Yes, we also help with real estate, because we know that when you come here, perhaps you want to stay longer and you want to buy a property, but also when you are renting and perhaps you want to review the contract, or the landlord has told you something that you think it's not very fair. So we do all this legal support as well for all the process that you need. And of course, the tax planning that goes with it. Yes. So this is what we offer as well: annual compliance also and fillings, international tax implications, because sometimes, and a lot of times, international people that are here in Spain, they have other properties that are in France, for example, or in other countries. So we need to see the agreements that there are between these two countries and see how do they need to file their taxes here and there, or how it should be done, right? All this to minimize risk, of course, and to comply and do everything legally. Yes. So why it matters for you? You want to mitigate legal uncertainties effectively. You want to enhance your business sustainability as well. It can be a bit hard to keep up with the taxes in Spain. So you want to look for other solutions as well. And then simplify also global hiring practices and access comprehensive support. So we are a reliable partner for your global journey, and I remain available for more information and for individual calls. Thank you.
Wonderful. Great, Maite. Thank you very much for sharing it. Do you have the link of this presentation? Can you
Yes,
put it
yes,
in the
yes.
chat?
Yeah, I will. Mhm.
Awesome. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing. And to all the members here, if you are interested in presenting on the next meetings, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm sure you can find my contacts however you found about this event from various sources. And just feel free to reach out to me and I'll tell you when is the next slot available. So thank you very much for presenting, Maite. I will definitely want to schedule a one-on-one call with you. And this is really the purpose of this meeting, just to get to know the people briefly, but then schedule more in-depth meetings. So next, I will ask everybody to share your LinkedIn in the chat so that we know how to connect with each other. Also, I'm going to share all of these LinkedIns, all of those links from the meeting as well on the platform so that you can access them after. All right. And while we are doing this, I want to share with you now my screen and move to the next part, which is one of the AI tools. So I've prepared three different ones for today. We'll see how we go with the time. Maybe we just get to cover two of them and we leave the third one for the next time. There's just so many of them anyway. So, okay, the first one that I've prepared for today is Clink AI. So Clink AI is really powerful AI video generation tool, also image generation tool, and it can take text prompts and images and turn them into high quality videos. And it's really good in realistic motion. It can create all the cinematic effects and extra effects and really, really good video content. On top of that, as well, is one of the tools that produces a 1080p resolution video. So you can do like text to video. You can do some creative control on some areas that you can just change things, which we're going to look into. And you can do image to video, which is also pretty cool. So it can really help you create content online. It can help you for presentations. And I'll show you also another tool for that later. So we're going to dive in right now. I'm going to share my screen and we can go look it together on this tool. Let me just prepare it here. Okay. Are you able to see my screen correctly? Yeah? Okay, great. Thank you. So Kling AI, it's very, very interesting too. As you see, like their initial presentation is really impactful with all the like it looks like a video game, some video generated here. Also can be very, very realistic in terms of creation. And so when you go to klingai.com, you can click on try it now. I already have the subscription. Of course, as every other tool, you're gonna see the prompt and all examples around. And as any other AI tool, you're gonna have some free credits to try playing it and then the paid version. So I'm on the paid version. I can definitely recommend it. I think in general, any AI tool you're using, go for month by month subscription because 2 months from now there will be another tool which will be even more powerful, even more amazing. So as you see, there's a lot happening only when you open the first page, like these things moving here and so on. So few things to know about it. You can generate images and videos. Really, it's mostly about that. It's not really for text generation. It's not for anything else. It's mostly about images and videos. So in the assets, for example, you can add some of the pictures and stuff that you want to play with and add. And we're going to look into some examples now and some of the things that I've created already, and we're going to create some together as well. So for example, here is a very cool video of me and my teammates on one event where we just took the photo. It's just a photo that we made from the three of us. And this is the prompt that we used. So use a cinematic 3-second transformation scene. The three men standing together in a real photo turn into sleek Iron Man style robots. Each robot's armor matches the color of the men's clothing. I didn't nail that perfectly, but it did pretty good job, I think, in turning us into Iron Mans. Smooth metallic morphing effect, glowing energy cores, light reflections, and realistic metal textures. Keep the same background and lighting from the original photo, and with all three standing heroically, camera pulling back slightly, ultra realistic cinematic lighting, high detail. So all of this, as you see, is very long, very detailed prompt in any AI tool that you use around. In general, it's always good to give as much context as you can, create as much instructions to the AI so it can create a really good effect. Otherwise, it might decide to mess up lightning. It might decide to not zoom out and create this cool cinematic effect. Let's look at it again. So as you see, like it does keep the colors more or less. Then it turns me into like the traditional Iron Man suit. We grow in size as well, which is fun. But it keeps really the rest of the room pretty much the same. So this is just by uploading one image, giving the prompt. Actually, I can copy the prompt and I can share it as well later in the community, and you can try it out as well for yourself. So I'll give you another example of something that we've made for an event. We're organizing in-person events here in Spain with Level Up, which is a business school. And so we had this image of the presenter, Javi, and me. I was also presenting there, which was, very nicely designed and created. And so from that, we wanted to create something that's a little bit more interesting for social media, so that when you share around, it captures the attention more than just this like Canva created design. So for example, I've tried several different illustrations here, and for example, this is the one that I personally like the most in terms of effect. Given the prompts that I gave, like some of them were okay. For example, here we just got cut off from the body. You can see here we have some other that we're kind of like moving throughout the chairs and throughout the room. Of course, AI is not amazing. But in general, it can create very good effects if you prompt it correctly. So what we found here is essentially, of course, the good prompt is really giving the best result. So here is again the video that you can see. It does change my face slightly, but besides that, like for example, Javi's face is pretty much all kept. And here is the prompt that we did for this. For example, animate the professionals from the photo, popping out the image, transforming into charismatic presenters, remove the other design elements and place them on a modern conference stage with a wide glowing white screen behind them, resembling the second photo. So I think most likely I gave it as a context also like a second photo. Their facial expressions are enthusiastic and professional as they greet the audience. So this is the end result. So AI generation in general, it can give you short videos up to just 5 to 10 seconds. It really doesn't go much more beyond that, but it is able to edit existing videos, for example, with a longer format. So if you already have a long video, it can take the long video and it can add effects to it. But if you want for it to generate video out of nothing, out of text or out of an image, this is it has its limitations as of today, that it can do it only for a few minutes. So now let's look at some example of some other interesting features that they have here. For example, here is some AI generated image of some professionals that I wanted to be. For example, you could see here one prompt, which is like me, another photo of me to give it more context, and then another photo of me looking as an AI. That's like what the AI workshop of this meeting is based on as a starting point. However, as you see, it did not give very good. Oops, sorry. Like I think I changed something. Just zoom out. It didn't give very good result in terms of image. It doesn't really keep the style. The prompt is not really good. So as you see here, we have some image which is, not probably something that you want to share. And now I want to show you, although it's not really great image, how we can improve it. So for example, here we have an editing tool. Let me just see. Okay, we go to edit. Go to restyle. Let me see, where was this option? Okay, so we're gonna click on in paint, expand, remove, set as reference. Okay, in paint. Okay, so for example, as you see here, there is some AI artifact which doesn't really make much sense. It's supposed to be kind of the arm of this guy, but it's also the arm of this guy, but it's turned this way, so it's kind of like all messed up. So we can choose from here, for example, the size of the brush. We can make a bigger brush just to paint this quicker, and you can choose and select a part of the photo and auto generate changes with AI. So for example, here we would say, okay, make the robot arm disappear and keep the man on the right in style with a business suit, for example. Okay, so that's gonna be taking us 8 credits, which yeah, is not a lot really. Like for a monthly subscription of something like 20 euros, you're getting more than 500, 600 credits. So yeah, you're getting tons of them. And in terms of pricing, you can look at it here. So that you know. So the membership plans are, yeah, you have the basic one. Oh, this is the year. Well, I would advise definitely start with a monthly. Monthly is, oh, not even 20, it's 10 euros per month, $10 per month. And with the pro version, you can get way more credits. So you get 660 credits every month. It's like really a lot to create. So let's see how is the generation going on. It's still generating. Whoa, it did really bad actually. It did not really follow the instructions here. But as you see, AI is still imperfect. Yeah. I've tried with another image earlier and it did manage to actually remove it, but not in this, not this time. the risks of live demonstration, of course. So, but you see, just it's a tool, you can try. Of course, AI is not perfect. There are other tools. We're gonna also see next session some other image and video tools. The cool thing about this one in general is that you can see, you can generate an avatar, uploading several photos so that you can train the AI into the context, into the face. Best would be if you can take several photos of yourself and turn your face around so that you could see the end result. And as you see here, for example, you have different different styles in terms of the image. And last about Kling, just very recently now they've announced this new Kling O1, which is their new multimodal supercharged creation tool. So I'm just gonna share the video here so you can see it, basically what it is about, because the effects are really, really nice. You can choose between 5 to 10 seconds. So you can create ads for products with it. You can, just to let you know, you can, in terms of referrals, references, so you can add different elements, so photos of different objects, and you can tag them within the description so that you could compose different scenes. For example, this is the woman that we saw there. So you can see add the cat from that image to another video. So it's going to merge the two things and create something of its own. You can edit and remove backgrounds, including objects. Even restyle the video. So all of these are AI generated processes. Like, these are not even real humans. Okay, so that's a very brief introduction into Kling AI for image and text generation. So that you know that, of course, I'm sure you're all aware of ChatGPT, of Gemini, and so on. But this one is specifically made for images and videos, not really for text generation. So if you're looking into something that's going to help you with social media, with creation of small shorts videos, keeping the avatars consistent, this is definitely a tool I can recommend. So we can open the microphone here for some questions. Anyone from the room as well? While I'm talking, if you want to add stuff in the chat in terms of questions, feel free to do so we can address them. So any question here about Kling AI and how you can use it?
Uh, I had a more global question. I asked it the previous our meetup, but how do you just go in all these AIs and you test them, yes?
Yeah.
Or how do you find the right one? Because I was no, I'm looking also for some AI helpers, but for example, the previous one I didn't remember the name, but it was perfect. It made me a presentation in one evening, and Gemini and ChatGPT is like they don't even no, they are a little
Nothing.
stupid in that. But for example, if I need for it's helping me here, it's ChatGPT. It works perfectly. Like then the needs I need here in Spain. So that's yeah. How do you find, or you just test, or you just because
The test. Yeah, yeah. I find like there's like tons of tools, of course, if you look them up online, and then I test. I also am subscribed to various communities with other people who are testing, who we share experiences, and then once we once we find a very good tool, we are all testing it together. We are figuring out what's working well, what's not working well. As you see, for example, removing the arm here didn't work very well, and you can try again and maybe it's gonna do better, but it's gonna consume more credits, right? So, um, you can just try, and maybe for one specific thing it's getting better, but for another it's just not working. Then you might need to switch to another tool. But generally speaking, yeah, just trial and error. There's no universal formula. So some of them promise big things, but then they don't deliver too much.
I can add a little bit, Martin, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, basically, all the tools, we are in the moment where all these tools are just evolving. We're in the beginning of these tools. So even if you tested one tool like today, after 3 months, it can be totally different one, the same tool. So for example, with Lovable, I tested like in summer. Today it works totally different. And also check those reviews of the AI tools, what all recommends. So at least you save some time because to test yourself, it always takes 1-2 hours until you get it. So
yeah, definitely. And I see a message from the chat from Chrissy. Anyone with an idea for a whiteboard animated videos? Well, definitely Kling AI can help with that. It will have the limitation that it will be rather short, right? Like around 5 seconds, up to 10 mostly. Let's see. So here, for example, you can choose the length. For the 10 seconds, even you need the VIP subscription. And we can see, for example, if we want to create one output, 2, 3, or 4 outputs, this means like different variations. So basically we could see more of them. And let's see, we can create, this is gonna be not amazing in terms of prompting, but how, for example, so here is a great tip, I think. So if you could go just to ChatGPT and you can ask it, create a video, so be a prompter and help me create a video prompt, a prompt for generating a whiteboard video. Okay, the context is, say, a group of professionals of, sorry, because I have some screens here that I don't see. Okay, a group of professionals who connect online to help each other grow. And make it animated and on whiteboard. Okay, so prepare the prompt. Okay, so basically only this, which I would usually put in the prompt there for the video generation, I would actually first go to ChatGPT and I'll ask it to be a prompt creator. And so from here on as well, if we tell it a specific tool that we are using, it can also generate it not only in text, but also in different formats, like for example, JSON, which will be like much more optimized for the creation of videos. But so let's see what we got here. Create an animated whiteboard style explainer video. The scene begins with a clean whiteboard background and a hand black marker that writes, show diverse group of professionals appearing one by one as entrepreneurs, freelancers, remote workers, well, we are all here, creatives and business leaders. Illustrate them connecting through laptops, video calls, and messaging bubbles. Highlight the idea and, okay, let's just paste it there and see what it generates while we go through the prompt, as this seems to be an interesting, promising one. And we're gonna spend 60 credits for that, which is, well, like say a tenth of the monthly membership. So, and of course you can add more credits, even you can add more, it only credits to the basic subscription. So let's see, we have a use, oh, it did quite a lot. Okay, the scene begins with a clean whiteboard background as a hand with a black marker draws, show a diverse group of professionals appearing one by one, entrepreneurs, freelancers, remote workers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they show up in the video calls, highlight the idea of an online community where these professionals support each other's growth through knowledge sharing, collaboration, and mentorship. Use simple hand-drawn icons such as light bulbs, arrows, growth charts, network lines to show progress and connection. Include smooth hand-drawn transitions, sketch and erase animations, subtle pop of color. My God. And the tone should feel uplifting, modern, and collaborative. And with the group standing together around a shared digital network symbol representing unity and collective growth. It definitely did so much better than if I had to just compose it right now. So here is a tip on how to create your prompts for creating those videos. And so while we are waiting for the generation to happen, going through the chat. So Martin is sharing, there is a calculator for sharing the AI tools inside. That's great. Feel free to check it. I will put it in all the links in the platform later. Leonardo AI is another good tool for animated videos. Absolutely agree. Veil 3.1, it's good. Sora as well is very good for video generation. There's many tools. I think Sora may not be still available in Spain, so you may need a VPN for that. And here's some examples. Martin is sharing.
This is one
Ariel.
example I just saw. One guy just created today. So and
Great.
it
Okay.
was used on Nano Banana and Veo. So you can see example. It's Lithuanian based, but you will get the idea.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Ariel says there are a ton. In the end, is testing different ones using the approach. Okay. Yeah. It's just really testing different ones. Yeah, absolutely. And in the end, you may see like maybe the hand thing is not fixed here, but since this is just an image, actually, for example, other tools may be better for that. And there's a question: does Kling have this Act 2 functionality like Runway? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't checked on that. I can check it and then come back to you in the platform. I'm gonna post the answer to it. I haven't checked about the Act 2 functionality. So Runway, of course, is another tool which also it's pretty good. I've also tried it. So let's see what we got here. Are you interested to see? Let's see with the whiteboard video. I don't know if we have audio. Maybe no. Yeah. Well, as you see, it did a lot. It didn't do it perfectly. It does draw like kind of like all at once just by drawing one line down. So not very detailed in the contour creation. So maybe this is something that we need to specify explicitly in the prompt. But as well, it's actually a very interesting, engaging way to create stories with a marker, even if it's not like perfect in creating them. Unfortunately, here the text is really messed up. So, for example, in the prompts, we can just say, just don't write text, and that may be just easier to solve. Still, we are in the very beginning of the AI, so it's messing up texts all the time on images and videos. And then they stand up together, they get united, and okay, well, that's it's something. As you see, the hand is very realistic. That's really great. Like the board also seems very realistic, and the characters are okay. Now here, for example, we didn't really give it too much of input in what style we want the characters created. We can definitely give a certain cartoon style, or we can give really different instructions about the content inside itself. And in Kling, you can add those referrals of the content. Oops, sorry. When you're creating it. So, for example, here you can add the image or video, which could be a good starting point, or the style that you want to have, different elements that you may want to show. For example, the style of the characters. For example, we can make them to look this way, right? So this is a way to definitely make it better. And we got some end result, as you saw, like in a 10 seconds short video, and we could generate it just in nothing but like 2 minutes. So that was a good testing, which actually did work out well this time. And all right, so it seems that with the going more in depth in those tools, we'll be probably covering up, more in-depth features, and then leave for the next session like some of those other tools that I had prepared. If you are already part of the community, you can see the other tools from last week as well there, where it was more like broad vision of several tools, not so much in depth. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know which variant you like more, because I'm very much open for the feedback and how you like the meeting of today. So if you haven't shared your LinkedIn, please do so that we can all connect later. And now I'm gonna open again break rooms so we can connect more, and feel free to, if it's new person that you haven't been connected with yet, to share who you are, what you're doing, what problems you're solving, and how would you use AI to improve the productivity of your business. And for those that are interested in presenting next time, I know Martin reached out already as well. If other people are interested in presenting the short 5 minutes presentation, feel free to text me and I'll tell you when in the schedule we can fit you. So, okay, I'm gonna open the rooms. Gonna be a bit longer right now. We're gonna have a little bit more time to discuss, like 7-8 minutes, and then we're gonna bring it back here for the closure. All right, so I'm gonna open new rooms now. Okay. And I'll see you all inside. All right. See you there.